Hey guys, this is Mr. Zach doing a digital lesson. Thanks for watching on Edpuzzle. Today we're talking about themes, symbols, and motifs. So first off, theme, what is it? It's the underlying meaning of a story. It's found across all mediums. So in art, literature, stories, movies, everything. Cartoons even have a theme. And sometimes it's going to be really easy to find depending on the subject matter. But other times it's going to be a bit harder. But no matter whether it's easy, it is a universal truth that discusses or attempts to clarify how the author views life. Okay, that last line says it best. So, a lot of times in earlier grades, you find that subject and theme are intertwined. And subject is really these one word ideas: love, marriage, justice, society, friendship, jealousy, order. But that's not actually theme. Theme is a message about these one word ideas. It's that universal truth, it's that significant statement about love. So, a superficial idea could be love is skin deep, and we're really just love is just an attraction. Or, a deeper one could be life without love is not worth living. So, theme is a really powerful idea about one of these one word subjects. As I stated earlier, sometimes this theme is stated directly. Think like Aesop's fables, right? These are those simple stories, and at the very end, they say what the moral is. Sometimes, even in more complex stories, particularly where there's a first person point of view narrator, the narrator might actively reflect and explain the text. But mostly, we're going to get an implied theme where it's revealed gradually, and you have to find it by searching and finding your own clues and use your reading skills. You look at the plot, the characters, the setting, conflict, and emotional growth of these characters. And what I find most interesting about theme is there's never just one answer for it. You can always look into the text and find multiple points and prove a different theme. But it really needs multiple points to actually become a potential theme. What's the purpose of a theme? Right? It is to kind of reflect and grow as a human being, but it's also so that the author is able to express themselves and share their experience in understanding the world. Theme doesn't give away the story, but it does provide context, and it's a good lens for us to think about the story and what's happening inside of it. There's a lot of common themes that occur in all types of literature, and these come back over and over again. And so these are commonly used, and you can think about any story in terms of these different themes and what the author is saying about these common themes. Smaller than theme is symbolism. And that's those representations of the world. And we have meaning that we tie to these objects. We have significance. And when we think about the idea of truth, I think of sometimes books or scales or an all-seeing eye or a mirror. And the presence of these symbols, particularly if they are seen as important or influential, can be a really strong indicator of the theme. And they can help me understand what the author is trying to express about life. Now, symbols are based on shared contexts. Sometimes this means that a symbol is truly personal and unique. My stuffed animal is a symbol of security and safety, and it's my home spot. But my stuffed animal might be something different than your stuffed animal. Other times, it's more contextual, and subsets of people share a common understanding. The flag is a symbol for all Americans or all Chinese or all Portuguese individuals or Mexicans or any nationality. That flag is a symbol that each nationality looks to. But sometimes it can be more personal, going back. For instance, you may have seen a local town or high school using and relabeling a professional sports team logo. And that's an example where they've taken a very commonly known symbol, commonly used symbol, and changed it to be something unique and associated with just their experiences. So be careful to look and think about where those authors are coming from and how they're using those symbols. Here's a good exercise that I want you to do. Think about these different symbols, and I want you to think, what do these mean? Because I guarantee you will come up with some answers, and if we compare with your notes with other people, they'll have different ideas. The last thing we're talking about is motif. And these are the distinctive dominant ideas in a composition. It could be, again, any type of medium: art, literature, movies, cartoons. And motifs can be imagery, they can be physical objects, they could also be structural components and language. If every character in a story goes through that same problem, has that same plot point, that could be a motif. And there's no shortage of motifs. There's colors, adversaries, wishes, deep sleeps. You will see these commonly in all the stories that you read this year. And I hope you start looking out for them. And I know you're going to find them. And with this, we're going to start talking about our motifs, our themes, and our symbols in our stories today.